Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I felt like getting a little dressed up today. I did a little bit of a dramatic eye using my Pan That palette. I went for like a statement blush and I found this top that originally I bought it for work, but it's a little too, I don't know, can you be too fancy for a Zoom meeting? I feel like you can. So I thought it was a little too fancy, but I thought it'd be perfect today. And of course, I just happened to have some like ears that matched. So it's a look, it's a vibe, we're going with it. So today we're doing my next update for my 2023 Pan That palette, the original Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. Now, I went back and I watched my previous update, which if you missed it, I'll throw that up in the cards. And we've got some progress. We actually have three new pans to talk about. So let's go ahead and run the slideshow of all of my progress up until this point. And this is the palette now. As you can see, we have three new pans. Over here in the corner, we have those two pink shades in the first row, and then the gold shade on the second row. So now we have a total of 7 pans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can, in fact, count, despite the fact that I hate numbers and math. So we have 7 pans. Let's talk through a little bit what I've kind of been focusing on. Well, I've got some white balance issues happening here. How am I supposed to be goth in these conditions? How dare you mess up my white balance? So let's talk through what I've kind of been doing for the last couple of weeks. I've actually really been experimenting a bit more with this palette. And for this update in particular, I don't have any looks filmed, but that's because I'm working on a totally separate video with like a really cool, fun idea. And I'm doing a lot of looks specifically with this palette for that video. So I'm hoping it'll go up like the week after this video. If not, it'll probably be 2 weeks after this video. So make sure you're subscribed and you have the bell icon notified, or you hit the bell so that you're notified when that video does come out, because YouTube doesn't like putting videos in your subscription feed or notifying you for some reason. So I don't have any looks for this video. But what I've been focusing on a lot, obviously, has been the gold and the look I'm kind of wearing right now. I've really been leaning into, maybe it's just because it's summer and I'm looking at like those yellows, those golds, but I've definitely been focusing on the gold. I've been focusing on the pinks, like just these three right here. I did that look in the last update. I've been doing that a ton. It looks really, really cute, especially for work. So I've been doing that, and that's how I hit pan in those 2 shades. But what I'm realizing is I have pan in every single one that I have pan in. Except for this one, it's a shimmer, because shimmers are a lot easier for me to hit pan in the Morphe formula. What I've noticed is that these 2 shades down here are so, like tough. They're tightly packed. So, like, hitting them, like, putting a brush in them is like smacking a rock. They're very densely packed. So I'm worried about, like, these down here. Maybe not the black one, because I could always use the black in my hairline or in my eyebrows. But these I'm worried about, because they're, like, the most tightly packed mattes in the entire palette. But that being said, so I made me realize, especially now that I have so many pans, I've really been gravitating towards the shimmers, especially for a look like this. I did do mostly shimmers. I used the gold, and then I went in with these shimmers down here, and then I just deepened it up a little bit using that shade down here, just to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of depth on the outer V. But I really have been neglecting, unless they're up here, like this entire middle like Z of mattes. That being said, I've been experimenting a bit more with some of the other colors. Like I did finally like dip into like these shades down here. I have been reaching for like the mattes kind of in the middle, like a little bit, not really that much, probably not as much as I should. I've also been experimenting more with different techniques. I kind of got into this rut of doing like the same technique for like the same kind of eye look, but I was just swapping out the colors. So I was trying to get out of that rut a little bit, and I feel like the other video idea that I'm working on really helped me get out of that. Also got the creative juices flowing, so I don't want to plug that too much. But that other video is going to be coming out, and I'm very happy and very excited about it. So that's where we are currently. Moving forward, I don't know. I feel like for the next thing I'm probably going to hit pan in, I think it's probably going to be these 2 shades. They're both shimmers. And this trio right here makes a really pretty, really quick look. And that's kind of how I've been hitting pan. It's like, what can I make a quick look? What can I do that's really pretty, really quick, and doesn't take that much effort, right? So that's how I'm probably going to hit pan there. What I really want to focus on moving forward, especially for the summer months, I kind of want to get out of my comfort zone. I kind of want to go for like the bright pinks. I kind of want to go for like this bright yellow. I really want to do my best to hit pan in this matte, this nice like yellow shade, because I think I could get a lot of really pretty like summer looks out of this shade. So I want to do that one, and I want to try to get into these colors. I know it's probably going to be really difficult to hit pan in these shades, but like to me, these scream more summer shades, whereas these are like, I think this is going to be great in the fall. You know, I feel like I could get a lot of great looks out of them. And then once we kind of hit pan elsewhere, I can start incorporating maybe some other shimmers over here. But I'm getting a little too ahead of myself. What I'm thinking is just trying to break down this palette into maybe smaller quadrants to help me focus and help me hit pan. Because the goal of this project is to hit pan in every shade. And that's still the goal at this point. I don't think I'm going to be able to switch it and change the goal to completely use up the palette because there's a lot of product in here, but we will see. This had about the same amount of product as the Lila palette, and I did finish the whole Lila palette, so we never truly know. Do we? Do we? No. So yeah, so that's going to be the goal for the next few weeks, maybe the next few months over the summer. Play with these colors, incorporate them with the other shades that I've already kind of hit pan in, and to start experimenting more to see what else I can kind of bring here. I also gotta say, I'm really glad that I taped this. This was definitely Raw Beauty Christie's idea. I'm glad I taped the shade names up here because it really helps me coordinate everything, especially as I've been doing these looks and trying to put shade names together, so that was a great thing. So if you have this and you have not done that, I would highly recommend doing this, or if you don't have this card anymore, literally print out the shade names and just stick them right here. It's so helpful. And I think that's gonna be it for this update. Let me know down below if you're panning a palette. How is it going? Or if you have this palette, what is your current favorite look with it? I'm always looking for inspiration, for ideas, for suggestions. So please let me know down below. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye. I'm really feeling this look. I don't know what it is, but everything just happened. I think it's because I had to redo my makeup 3 times today. Spoiler alert. The 3rd time's the charm.